How are you doing? My name is Dr. Sami Bayer. Please welcome back to my channel. Narcissistic family members. How to cope when you're forced to see them over the holidays. Narcissistic personality disorder is a diagnosable mental health condition characterized by an exaggerated sense of importance, a deep need for admiration, and an inability to feel empathy for others. Combine a narcissist with the already heightened drama and expectations of the holiday season, and it can be a recipe for disaster. The narcissist in your family tree might be a parent, an adult child, even an in-law, but whoever it is, getting together with a narcissist in celebration can mean putting up with their criticism, self-aggrandizement, and demand for attention. You don't let them exhaust you or damage your mental health. Research has suggested a link between certain parenting styles and narcissism, which includes overly permissive or overprotective parenting. Excessive praise and poor limit setting can fuel narcissism at an early age, but an overly strict or authoritarian parenting style can also result in trauma and low self-esteem, which may in turn lead to development of narcissism as a coping mechanism. I'm going to give you the tactics that can make get together with family members easier. But before I do that, please, if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, spare a second or two and smash that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell, the ring bell as well. Scroll up and choose the all option. That way, every time I upload a new video, you get notified about it. Coping with narcissistic family members. What are the tactics that can make you cope with your narcissistic family members easier? Number one, expect no sympathy or emotional support. When people gather after not seeing one another for months, they tend to open up about events that have gone down since they last got together. And if some of those events are emotional and upsetting, a job loss, perhaps, or health problems, you expect family members to express sympathy and support. A narcissist, however, isn't capable of giving that to you. This can catch you off guard and leave you feeling hurt and discouraged. That is because, first and foremost, remember that the narcissist does not see the world as you do. To the narcissist, they are the center of their world, and everyone is there for their benefit. Look for comfort and support from others instead. Dealing successfully with a narcissist means setting healthy boundaries as early as possible. It's not just about physical boundaries, the amount of time you spend in proximity to them, but psychological boundary lines as well. Narcissists often feel they are being mistreated or that others are the source of problems and not them. And they tend to adopt a manipulative, persuasive, and dominant attitude to get their way with family members or friends. This means people usually give into their demands out of frustration or fear of confronting them. But enabling a narcissist will only feed into their pre-existing self-centered ideology. If you can't get out of the holiday event, limit your time there. Steer clear of engaging with them and disengage when you feel vulnerable or like you're being drawn in. You may not be able to control their behavior, but you can control how you respond. You have the choice to limit your presence and interaction with such individuals for your own sanity, whether they like it or not. If you wish to discuss a narcissist's behavior with them, expect resistance. Insulate your feedback with a layer of positive comments and compliments to give it the best chance of being fully accepted. Narcissistic individuals have trouble reflecting on their own shortcomings or flaws. They often jump on the idea that it is the other person's fault and that they are being unjustly blamed for wrongdoing. To get your point across effectively, try to validate their feelings about challenging situations before you give them your feedback on their behavior, and avoid directly challenging the narcissistic person's beliefs, as it's likely to backfire. It is holiday time, and just because there's a narcissist in the house doesn't mean you can't enjoy all the good things the season brings. Catch up with family members you do get on with. Take time out to recharge your energy and mood, and stick close to loved ones who support and nourish you. It is important to take care of your own mental health, as people who are abused by narcissists often end up blaming themselves for the dysfunctional relationship and may develop symptoms of anxiety or depression. Be good to yourself, and before you know it, the gathering will be over, and people will always notice the change in your attitude towards them. But they will never notice it's their behavior which made you change. You need to understand that your happiness is in your hands. One of the characteristics of these family members is making you feel bad about yourself. They will not leave an inch to comment on your life and make you question your doings. But as long as you are happy with yourself, what's the point of listening to them? You don't need their validation to be happy. Don't get into fights. Relatives who don't nurture goodwill for you will provoke you to engage in fights with them. Avoid that. If they are saying some bad stuff about you, just ignore it. They will not necessarily get into physical abuse. Even if they do, there will be others around you and their true colors will get revealed. They will try their best to instigate you. Just remember, no matter how much they are hurting you, you should not start the fight. If you initiate the fight, you will be thrown in a bad light, and that's what they want. Ignore them. Let me repeat that again. One of the best policies to stay away from negative people is to ignore them. Don't waste your time and energy thinking about the rubbish they are spreading about you. You know what you are. Your acts and deeds are there to speak for you. Don't let their negativity affect your mood. Make sure you have proper planning before you plunge into the gathering. Keep a list of to-do things with the people you love. Don't include the toxic family members in your list. You are sorted now. You will meet them with others, but you will have other things to do. Don't expect from others. Even if they are family members, don't expect them. People with negative feelings usually fake to change, but actually they don't change. Being a family member does not mean they will be all good to you. So don't expect it. If they are good to you, then there is nothing like it. Don't feel bad if they are not good. Learn to live with yourself and be happy about it. Number 6, set your limits. You might be having a bad phase in your life, but you don't need to share that with everyone. Set your limits and disclose your secrets, weaknesses, and vulnerabilities to the ones you can really trust. Don't let everyone interfere in your life. This will protect you from getting used by the toxic family members. Always appreciate and be giving. Forgiveness is difficult to give. Let me repeat that again. Forgiveness is difficult to give, and holidays are the best time for it. Always appreciate the positivity in your family members. Be giving and forgive them if they have hurt you. But do remember that forgiving doesn't mean letting them in your life. Maintain the distance, but don't cherish negative feelings towards them. Give yourself time to heal. It's obvious for you to get hurt by the negativity of some family members. Give yourself time to heal. Nobody told you that you need to be best friends with them. Take your time, allow yourself to get rid of your hurt, and then be at peace with their positivity. Be happy for the ones you love and the ones who love you. Narcissists love to ruin holidays and special occasions because why not? Why not ruin happy holidays? Just because it doesn't revolve around them, and also because narcissists don't feel good about themselves. It is not coincidence that during holidays, birthdays, and other special occasions, that a narcissist's unpleasantness is in full beast mode. At a time when most people are looking forward to giving and spending time together, a narcissist's behavior seems very out of place. When an activity is all about someone else, like a birthday, a promotion, or a graduation, a narcissist will find no value in celebrating another's achievements. Unless, of course, they could obtain supply through a proxy. Instead, it would activate feelings of jealousy and envy because someone else is being put on that proverbial pedestal and getting the attention that should be theirs. A narcissist would find those encounters intolerable and would seek to avoid them at all costs. Sharing special occasions breeds the kind of intimacy that a narcissist just can't handle. Things are getting too serious and it renders you important when they want you to feel like you're not. It creates expectations that a narcissist doesn't want you or anyone else to have. With those expectations comes a responsibility to behave like a significant other. It means getting closer, which they cannot allow. So their anxiety always gets the better of them. So they'd just as well leave you hanging. or start a fight so that they don't have to deal with it. So this anxiety makes them incredibly unreliable. When it's upon them, their primary goal is to alleviate it, which usually means shutting you out or making you miserable. Misery is their default setting. Miserable people create miserable energy and environments everywhere they go. They are dark people who project their feelings onto other people. Ruining another's joy is like a trophy for them. It makes them feel important and powerful. If they believe the holidays are foolish and irrelevant, they don't care that they mean something to you. Your opinions are usually irrelevant unless, of course, you carry the same opinion as they do. Only serious, disturbed, and twisted people ruin events for other people and suck the joy out of life. I've learned a long time ago that if I couldn't depend on someone 100%, that was my cue to leave them behind. Life is so much easier when you know you can trust someone to keep their word. It is important that you understand that narcissists cannot be trusted or depended upon. They feel extremely uncomfortable if you rely on them for anything, and they will almost always disappoint. It is their nature. Understand this point. Hoping or expecting them to go against their nature is when you suffer. Know what you are dealing with, understand the behavior, and opt out. Eliminate anyone you can't trust or depend on. It makes life and the holidays so much more peaceful and enjoyable. Narcissists feel empowered by turning a time of joy and happiness into a time of suffering and tears. If you are in a relationship with a narcissist, then there's no doubt that the holidays are a terribly dreaded time for you. Narcissistic people will believe that the holidays are a great time to make a special effort to spread their toxicity by distorting expectations and cultural norms around the holidays. They will start by pretending to be warm and cheerful and find incredible ways to manipulate, control, and hurt you. Irrespective of whether you are celebrating the holiday or not, they will never miss this opportunity to feed their fragile ego and almost non-existent self-esteem. Holidays and birthdays are a favorite time for narcissists because such festivities are stress triggers, and by spoiling the festivities, they can easily shatter your self-esteem and feelings. Narcissists have a tendency to practice seasonal devalue and discard during the holidays, focusing these abuse tactics on their nearest targets and closest partners. But why do they act like this? Because they need to be the center of attention. However, there are a number of other reasons. Because they have no empathy and they cannot handle intimate relationships, and they are compelled to do what it takes to destroy them. So, what are the reasons why narcissistic people love to ruin birthdays and even holidays? Why narcissists spoil holidays? Let me give you a few common reasons why most narcissistic people are so keen on ruining your birthdays and other special occasions. Narcissists hate intimacy. Holidays are all about intimacy and responsibilities. It is about strengthening bonds and making memories by sharing positive experiences. Sadly, narcissists hate building healthy, strong bonds with anyone. Intimacy is something they are afraid of, as it requires them to take care of others and to be responsible for them. Intimacy makes them anxious, and they are incapable of dealing with being vulnerable. As this anxiety triggers the fight or flight response in them, they either run away or ruin the holidays for everyone. Narcissists lack of empathy. The holidays are all about giving and sharing happiness, but narcissistic people can never experience the joy in making others happy as they lack empathy. Moreover, they don't like to waste their time celebrating someone else, whether it's their birthday or graduation or a promotion. Instead, they feel envious and jealous that people are celebrating someone else's achievements and not theirs. As this experience becomes intolerable for them, they ruin everything for others. Number 3, a desperate need for attention. And it doesn't matter if the attention they get is good or bad. If you are not making the festivities about celebrating the narcissist's glorious existence, then they will make sure to get your attention by hurting others. It's not all about them in a good way, they'll make it all about them in a bad way. If it's not all about them in a good way, then they'll make it all about them in a bad way. Narcissists love misery. It's like their default setting. They thrive in misery. Hence, when they find an environment that is full of love, joy, and positivity, they try their best to make it miserable. These are toxic individuals who spread their toxic energy to others and make the happiest of environments miserable. Destroying your happiness is like winning the Nobel Prize for them. New source of narcissistic supply. This is the reason why narcissistic people often cancel dates or holiday plans at the last moment. Although they may have enough narcissistic supply, yet alternate and new supply makes them feel thrilled and excited. These are newer and unconquered. They need to reign over. So when you find yourself excited about a particular event or occasion, the narcissist will jump in at the last moment to ruin it for you. They simply love setting you up expectations and then disappointing you. So what can you do about it? A narcissist doesn't care if an event or holiday has special meaning to you. They just want to see you as miserable as they are. They are twisted and sick individuals who will do anything to suck the happiness out of you. But is there anything you can do about it? There is nothing you can do to change the other person, but you do have the power to change yourself. So I'm going to give you a few things you can do to overcome the abusive behavior of narcissistic people. Don't buy into their toxic drama. When you react to a narcissist, you will only make them feel empowered while affecting your own mental and emotional stability. Simply refuse to play their toxic games. Do your own thing and enjoy yourself as much as you can. Don't take their words and actions personally. Be agile in your holiday plans. Walk away. The moment you become aware that your narcissist toxicity is ruining your holiday, you need to start taking care of your own self in the moment. You can walk away and completely avoid the difficult person. Realize that you cannot change another person. However, you can have complete control over your own thoughts, emotions, attitude, and choices. Don't invite the narcissist, irrespective of how close they might be to you. If you believe that they cannot be trusted and might ruin the occasion for everyone, then don't invite them over at all. You have every right to say no. If you think that the narcissist might covertly insult others, then just remove their name from the guest list. Get strong boundaries. Narcissistic people hate personal boundaries, but these same boundaries can protect your emotional and mental well-being and that of your loved ones. Establishing strong boundaries is necessary in order to protect yourself from personal damage. But remember that boundaries are meant to control your own behavior, not the other person's. Empower yourself against the narcissist. Right? Narcissistic people just love to ruin holidays. But that doesn't mean you need to allow them to steal your joy, happiness, and love. When you know that your narcissist will ruin holidays and realize that you can't control them, simply detach yourself from their behavior. Detachment will allow you to take control over your thoughts and emotions, experience inner peace, and even salvage the occasion for everyone. By empowering yourself, you can enjoy your holidays just like you did before knowing your narcissist. The narcissist will say, I hate holidays and birthdays, including my birthday. It is because I hate it when other people are happy, if I'm not the cause of it. I have to be the prime mover and shaker of everyone's mood, and no one will tell me how I should feel. I am my own master. That is what a narcissist will say. A psychopathic narcissist is jealous at others for having a family, or for being able to celebrate, or for possessing the right festive mood. He keeps telling himself, look at these inferior people, wasting their time pretending to be happy. Yet deep inside, the narcissist knows that he is defective. He realizes that his inability to rejoice is a protracted and unusual punishment meted out to him by his own hands. Though he will never admit it, the narcissistic or psychopathic abuser is actually sad and enraged. Consequently, he wants to spoil the party for everyone else. He wants them to share his misery, to reduce them to his level of emotional abstinence and absence. Holidays remind the narcissist of his childhood, of the supportive and loving family he never had. The narcissistic and psychopathic abuser feels deprived, and coupled with his rampant paranoia, he feels cheated and persecuted. To him, holidays are a conspiracy of the emotional haves against the emotional haves not. The narcissist ruins such events in order to make everyone else as miserable as he is. He rages in order to induce rage. Narcissistic abusers hate it when other people are happy, if they are not the cause of such jubilation and joy. They have to be the prime movers and shakers, the center of attention, and the cause of everybody's moods. In contrast, the narcissist believes that only he should determine how he should feel. He should be the sole source and cause of his emotions. So the psychopathic narcissist projects his own desolate inner landscape onto others. He is convinced that people are faking and feigning their happiness, that it is false and forced. He feels that they are hypocrites, dissimulating joy where there is none, Envious as he is, the narcissist is humiliated by his envy and enraged by his humiliation. He feels that other people are the recipients of gifts that he has been deprived of, the ability to enjoy life and to feel joy. Besieged by knowing inadequacy, the narcissistic abuser does his best to destroy everybody else's celebratory mood. He brings bad news and tidings, provokes a fight, makes disparaging or snide remarks, projects a dire future, and sows uncertainty in relationships. When he has rendered his family and social circles sour and sad, the narcissist is at last elated and relieved. His mood improves dramatically and he tries to cheer everyone up. In other words, to control how they feel. Now, any joy will be real, his own doing, and controlled by him. Do not try to involve the narcissist in festivities, family events, birthdays, special occasions, and gatherings. Such attempts will only infuriate him further. Instead, leave the narcissist. Let the narcissist be. Let the narcissist sulk, mired and immersed as he is in his self-pity. Whatever the occasion, the narcissists love to spoil special occasions. The narcissist will do the utmost to make sure that it doesn't turn out to be as special as you had hoped. The narcissist wants you to share in their own misery. Narcissists love to spoil special occasions. Happiness seems so alien to the narcissist. Why should you experience joy when they rarely feel fulfilled? Why should they have to put up with being in the company of your friends or family? They are simply jealous of your close friends or the close relationship you have with members of your own family. Narcissists, they don't like to see others happy unless, of course, they are the cause of such happiness. Happiness seems so alien to the narcissist. Why should you experience joy when they rarely feel fulfilled? Why should they have to put up with being in the company of your friends or family? The narcissists are simply jealous of your close friends or the close relationship you have with members of your own family. The narcissist knows that they haven't and never will have that close bond with anyone. So if the celebration is a birthday party or graduation celebration, so the narcissists, they don't want someone else receiving all the attention that should be directed towards them. Perhaps if they look dejected, everyone will feel sorry for them and turn their attention where it belongs. So the narcissist will do anything in their power to sabotage the occasion. What can you do to avoid the narcissist spoiling special events? Remember that if you are having a good day, the narcissist will do anything to spoil it. They want to make the day miserable for all the wrong reasons. Don't give them the opportunity. Let them be miserable. Let them drown in their pool of negativity and self-pity. Carry on and leave them to it. Enjoy yourself and let them be. If they happen to come off with some disparaging remark, just respond with something like fascinating or interesting and go and do your own thing, and above all, enjoy the occasion. Thank you for watching this video. Give this video a thumbs up, please, if you like it. Again, if you're watching this video, you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please spare a second or two and smash that subscribe button.